Hello, Chintes. I am sitting out here in the beautiful woods of Colorado to talk to you today about nature and exercise and stress and anxiety and depression, those sorts of things. One of the things I've been reading a lot about lately is how much nature can actually help us relieve stress and anxiety and depression. And whether that's a city park or the woods like this, or if you can be on the beach, or if it's even turning on a YouTube video with ocean waves that you can hear and see in the background, or a forest setting. All of those things, just looking at nature can actually help us relieve stress. So obviously, we want to talk about exercise as well. So what I thought I would do today is bring us out here into the woods and talk about nature, but also do our HIIT workout today in nature, in a natural setting. So HIIT, as most of you probably know, is a high intensity interval training workout. And there's a lot of this stuff all over the web right now. It's very hip, it's very cool, because people have found that really short bursts of intense exercise can help us burn fat and build muscle, and then also get our endorphins going so that we feel better, we are less depressed. So there was a study that I read about recently where they had some college students go into the city near big buildings and sidewalks and go for about a 30-minute stroll. And another group of students went out into this big city park where you couldn't hear the traffic hardly at all. There was a lot of grass, a lot of trees. And then they compared the activity in the hippocampus and the levels of cortisol in those two groups. And then they take the same two groups and they went and they took them into a lab, one group, and they had that group look at pictures of the city and traffic and sidewalks. And they had the other group look at pictures of nature, the ocean, the mountains, the woods. And they compared, again, the levels of cortisol in their bodies, and they compared the activity in the hippocampus of the brain. And they discovered that whether they were actually walking around in nature or just looking at nature, people's anxiety came down, their depression got a little better, they didn't feel quite so stressed, and it didn't matter if you were looking at pictures or if you were actually strolling in the park. So what I'm getting at here is, if you are lucky enough to get outside, go for it. If you are in Yangon and you can go to People's Park and walk around, stop, take a deep breath, look at all those amazing flowers and trees, climb up into the tree house if it's open right now, and just relax in nature. If you're not so lucky to be somewhere where you can get to the outdoors quickly and easily, then you should put on a YouTube video. And while you study, have that YouTube video running. Or if you're feeling stressed, just put it on in the background while you relax a little bit. And either way, that's going to help. But there's also proof that exercise is going to help with this a lot. So we are going to do both today. This is my intro. Next thing you're going to see is our high intensity interval training workout. I will be winded. I'll be out of breath right along with you. I'm also going to share a link to this workout because I found it online and I loved it. So instead of recreating the wheel, I've decided to just do this workout with you today. It's not terribly long, but it will be quite a lung burster. So go out there and get on your comfortable workout clothes and your good gym shoes and find a nice space in your house or in your yard or in a park, wherever you feel the most comfortable and wherever you feel like you have the space. And if you have to be indoors, I'm sitting here intentionally in the woods so that while we're doing this, you can also look at the trees. I'm not playing any music. Maybe you'll be able to hear the birds. Or if you love cranking tunes, just crank your own tunes as we do this together. We're going to get our cortisol levels down. We're going to increase the activity in our hippocampus, and we are going to get fit. So I can't wait to do this with you. And Sherlock here, he's excited too.